I don't know what I'm doing. I just want to make sure it's all
an
set.
artist. An artist.
Arrows run it up.
Vintage Porsche, I stayed on course. On Phoenix nights, I made a mind, yeah. Vintage Porsche, candles torched. She want honesty.
Interview guest, we have young Westin.
Nah, man, it's cool. It's cool. A lot of love. Yeah, it's West. From the east side of Phoenix, man. Let's go, man. I'm rocking with you.
Yeah, and then the last time that I interviewed you in 2019 was a collab with you in Peru. So this
Facts.
one is
Shout out
very
my
solo,
brother.
by yourself.
Yeah.
So I don't know, like going back off of that last interview, 2019, how have you feel like you've grown since then?
I mean, I did drop that project DO2 with my brother, man. Shout out Peru. And since then, I've dropped. I think shortly after that is when I did the Valentine's Day EP. I dropped that last year. I was called Confessional, a 3-track joint. You know what I mean? And I kind of just prepped up everybody and told them 11/11, my birthday. I'm dropping my first album. I've been doing this shit a little over 9 years now. You know what I mean? But quitting in between, I never made a full body of work just by myself. You know what I mean? It's always been EPs, 3 tracks. So I did like the feature joint with my brother Peru. And so I think it was something that it was calling. It's something I was working for. You feel me? So yeah, that was like the main thing though. Really just pushing my album, my first shit, testing my pen, my creativity. You know what I mean? And just scheming that up.
And then speaking of creating shit that like was just your own, your listening party for Not a Saint was probably one of the best events I've ever been to in the city thus
Appreciate
far.
that.
It was
Appreciate that.
an amazing night.
Hell yeah.
So I just was curious on like, were you stressed at all throughout the nights to kind of host everybody, or like planning the whole thing?
I'm gonna keep it a stack with you under shit like that, like pressure. I never fold in no shit like that. Like I was dumb excited. Like if anyone who knows me and you follow me, like I like to do wavy shit, man. I like to go to eat at really wavy restaurants, or even like the bars, speakeasies, dive bar, whatever it is. So when I was scheming up like the listening party, I was like, look, man, when I do this, I want to make sure that it's a intimate background. I want to make sure that that the ambiance was set right, of what I thought how I wanted the album to be. You feel me? To the personal drinks, to the little memorabilia you can get, to even like the very limited tees, like even everything. I never did merch. You feel me? I don't got no clothing line, no nothing. So for me, that was like real major. It was just like, well, how can I set myself apart? You know what I mean? So from stickers to matches to buying candles, like I wanted people to, take something home with them that was my whole process of creating the album. It was just like, yeah, man, me creating it, I wanted purple. I got the purple lights. I'm thinking like it's very dark and eerie. I'm gonna put white blankets all over the fucking stage, surrounded by like 80 gothic candles, and then little shit like that. You feel me? I don't even think I was nervous until I performed the 3 records from the album. I remember ducking off to the back. You know what I mean? Because the event you was there, it was a big barn door for outside. You feel me?
Yeah.
So as soon as that closed, like my heart's pounding. I'm thinking like, damn, I've been putting in all this work. I hope everybody rock with the music.
Yeah.
And I'm in the back, and I didn't drink the whole night. Everyone's trying to make me do I'm fake toasting. I let it hit my lips, and I'm like, pass it to the homie or some shit. You know what I mean? So, like, I'm completely sober, fam. Like, completely sober. I'm ducked off. My boy, O Jesus, shout out to O Jesus. He was DJing the joint. He's like, shout out to Young Westin, da-da-da. In my mind, it was just like, do. I ain't never had that many people, you know what I mean? Like, just come solely for me. And then as soon as the beat dropped, and that shit just went out the window.
Yeah, it was sold out, but I never would have got that feeling from you because of the way that you handled yourself that night, for sure. Like, it crazy.
Hell yeah.
Crazy night, though. But you talked about, like, people taking home, like, memories and shit. It was... Okay, so, like, yeah, I have, like, the whole memory of the night, which is nice, and the pictures. But, like, I tried to take home the candles, and your girl didn't let me take home the candles.
Look, man, look. It was a tough process. You know what I mean? I had her really manning the whole operation.
Yeah.
So, I had to make things right. I was trying to I'll let you break off with a gold ring for a few months.
No,
you know what I mean?
by
But we ain't
choice.
gonna talk about that.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, yeah, but speaking of you not having your ring for a minute, how was your little European travels? How was being out of the city for a minute, the country?
I never people that know my story know I lived in NY, lived in LA, SD. I've traveled damn near everywhere, all over the states, like Vancouver in Canada to to the six. Like, so for me, flying overseas was very different. You feel me? A guy like me, I don't fuck with no ocean. My feet need to stay on the floor and the ground. You feel what I'm saying? So I remember just taking off, 14-hour flight. Shorty like, look, you get to drink for free in the joint. I said, you bugging? She's like, no, you get to drink for free. I'm like, all right, shit. Let me get a wine. I'm telling y'all right now, my first 6 hours in the flight, I'm dumb faded, yo. I was mixing. I'm off wine, I'm off tequila, I'm off whiskey. I'm just faded.
Yeah.
I take a quick nap. I wake up, hop off the joint, and out here it was still kind of warm. I get over there, I got the big jacket on, big boots. It's 40 degrees out in that joint, so I'm like, oh shit, it's rainy. And I remember driving. Soon as I get into this fucking car, yo, the tiniest cars they have, and they dipping. Ain't no lines. Everyone's just boom, boom, busting plays like through that. I'm just bugging out, like looking at the scenery, like, yo, man, I'm really here. First of all, thank God I was alive. I made it over the ocean. You feel me? But now I was already thinking like, oh yeah, I want some pizza. I want some, you know what I mean? I want some wine. I want
Authentic
pasta.
shit.
Yeah, man, everything. So, it was beautiful, man. Rome was beautiful. Shout out to Italy, man. And I got a couple people that got my contact out there and shit.
Nice.
It was
That's
a good
really
look,
cool.
man. To even like some new listeners, So shout out to all my Italians, man.
Yeah, I think I peeped how small the cars are on a Jersey Shore. Season 4 when they went to Italy.
Shout out to them. LVBA, she out here going crazy for Jersey Shore.
What can I say?
Nah,
you
man,
know?
speak on it.
You've always mentioned though how you like to send unreleased shit to like a selective amount of people, right? And you mentioned like you performed 3 songs at the listening party.
Right.
But prior to the party, I had already heard the whole album because you sent it to me.
Facts.
So speaking on the selective few that
Right.
you choose, how do you go about choosing those people, and why was I one of them?
I'll keep it 100 with you. Just like the people that were there when I was creating, like my boy Devontae Black, Cali Fresco, Andre Moore. Like, these are people that are inside my camp. Peru, Daily, the ones that are there, they truly listen. And then if you know anything about artists, it's very hard for us to hold on to records, especially if it's like, bro, this really a masterpiece I'm sitting on. So then you at a point where you're like, man, I just want to play for someone that wasn't there. You know what I mean? I want to play for another musical creative or just someone that can appreciate art. You know what I mean? So I remember just like, man, well, my dog's already heard it. Let me tap into people that I respect musically, that got that ear, that really can peep out some fly shit. And I've been tapped in with you for years. We go way back. So that was Mando. It hit you and just to get your feedback and shit. And along with other people that I feel are, just respective music creators, man. Truly, that's how it come down to. And my mom and pop, mom and pop, my biggest fans and shit.
Of course.
Even when I quit this shit so many times, my pops would always be like, look, you done put so much money in, did all this, did that, like, don't stop. You know what I mean? So mom and pop always get all the first listens, straight up.
I feel it for sure. I have always named you as the Drake of Arizona. That's not.
She be
like
making everybody hate me when she say that shit, yo. I'll kid you not.
Because it's true, and I'll definitely die by that shit for real.
Man.
But you definitely have a lot of like Jay-Z within you as well. So am I accurate on that sense, or how do you feel you can see yourself as an artist to like everybody else?
If even if you was to drop a comparison like that, I mean, just me being me, I'm not worthy, shit like that. But those are the guys that I listen to faithfully. You know what I'm saying? I said it time and time again. You can listen to an interview from 2 years ago to, if there's anything 9 years ago, Jay-Z, my favorite rapper all time. You feel me? And I think just now, like this time that we live in it right now, Drizzy's that guy. Whether people like to admit this shit or not, like, bro really kicks that shit. You know what I mean?
That's my guy,
and I listen to both because it's like, why not listen to the best of each generation and trying to combine all this shit into one, you feel me? So I appreciate it. Shit, I'll take I catch hate anytime you say it, but I do appreciate it.
I say it every time I bring you up.
Facts,
So
facts, man.
it's funny.
Let them know. Fuck it.
I'll die on this hill type
Yeah.
shit. I don't care. But you did say so if we go back to the 2019 interview that we did, you had mentioned that 2019 was the craziest year for Arizona.
Right.
Do you still kind of stand by that year, or do you think we've grown a lot since then? Like, what?
We blew 2019 through the water. You could say the same thing for 2020, 2021, and here we are. We finishing up the first quarter of 2022. You feel me? And it's dummy right now. The city's booming from anything you can think of, man. Sports wise to even just the music scene. Like, the music scene's crazy, bro. Like, there's guys that are making anthems for the motherfucking Suns. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's dudes that are making it on Netflix shows. There's guys that are, you know what I mean, crazy in the battle circuit, touching a lot of paper just in that shit. So it's like, it's crazy, man. I'm never gonna be that one where, you know, I'm gonna talk about, oh man, the city's booming. You know what I mean? Even when I was away, like, I thought it was lit. I came back and there's so many guys I want to work with right now. You know what I'm saying?
Name the top 5.
Top 5 in the city? You better get me into trouble. Man, fuck, I'm going to name the whole squad, first of all. I can't put myself in it?
I mean,
we ain't going to put myself. That's wild. No, that's wild.
Yeah,
I'm bugging. I'm going to go my boy Daily Finesse. I'm going to say rapper-wise, right?
Any type of
any artist?
Yeah, because like
man.
I feel you're more than just a rap. Like you be doing like R&B, dangerous love type shit. You know?
I know, but that wouldn't even be fair, man. Because then it's just you better.
That's
give me
why
a
it's a good
Do
question.
I got a name? Can I answer that at the end? Like,
I'll
answer that at the end. You gotta give me some time to think about that.
No, it's
man,
fine.
no, fuck it. I'll be ready. Nah, let's come clean with it. I'm gonna say my boy Daily. I'm gonna say my boy Vino. You know, Black's dropping real soon. That's my brother. I'm gonna say Black. Corey P, definitely one of my favorites. And then my brother Jay Waves, man, like rap wise, you know what I'm saying? I fuck with them, and those are the guys. But I truly feel like they nice lyrically, they tough.
Yeah.
Anytime they drop like projects, man, it's a full body of like great music. You know, like if we was anywhere else, I know for sure they'd be tapped in.
For sure, definitely. Corey P, when he opened up for the R&B show here,
I didn't even know he did that.
He opened up for it, and he had a really great speech about like, you know, people be going through like mental health and shit, but you know, at the end of the day, love is always gonna win. So just spread that shit.
Yeah, he's speaking on it. Yeah, shout out Ego Man. Corey P need to drop this project. He been sending on shit for like a year and a half. He could really be one of them ones, man. When he chooses to drop this album. And, you know, maybe I'm one of the first people to speak on it. So they're going to be like, yo, man, Wes said it. I'm going to be like, I told y'all. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But speaking on the mental health situation, first of all, congrats on, like, you know, your raise that you just posted about today.
Oh, man, they out
cool.
here blasting me. You know what? I'll take it, LV. You shouted me out on the personal. Nah, man. Yeah, you know, 10, almost 12 years in social work and behavioral health. You know, I was working in group homes, managing shit like that. They was my little street teamers back in the day. You know, I can't even tell you how many times kids would stay up late, like that junior high or even in high school, like, and they would call me P. They was like, yo, P, can we stay up and just freestyle? I'm just like, you go crazy. I'll go on to YouTube. Then, you know, at that time they bumping little, whoever they listening to at that time want to hear their beats, and so they rapping like that. But that shit's inspiring, man. You know what I mean? And I got out of that. I'm in a different profession I don't really want to speak on, but it's a good profession. It's taking care of me. It's allowed me to travel, so I can't complain, you know?
For sure. And, yeah, it's just not to get, like, too deep into it or whatever, but for as long as I've known you, you've been in, like, the social work, behavioral, whatever. So, like, how important is that stuff and, like, mental health in general to you?
Oh, man, it's still important because, you know, a lot of people don't know, but here in Arizona, we got the lowest success rate out of all the states in the U.S., for kids that get out of the system. You know, CPS, it's a spooky thing, man. Families being raised, being loved, that's a different thing. That's a whole different topic, you know, but it is it's very important to me, man, to still try to be involved some way, somehow. So hopefully, you know, as the year progresses and I'm able to create some little campaigns where I feel I could bring everyone together, and maybe we could do a couple give backs to the group homes I used to work at, man. So, you you know, that's in the works for sure. Some charity work for sure, that's in the works for me.
I would definitely love to help with that for sure.
Yeah, for sure. I got you.
Okay, and then jumping back into music, Phoenix Nights was one of the first songs or music videos that I have ever heard from you, and it's honestly one of the one songs that made me like, okay, this is gonna be one of my like long-term favorite artists or whatever.
You shout it out.
Yeah, for sure, because I'm like a diehard Phoenix person, and you're diehard East Phoenix, so like how does that definitely work, like as you as a person out here, like you just promoting it hard and shit?
Yeah, you know, that was my my first. I used to go by William P back in the day, and when I had quit for my 3 years, the first song I wrote when I came back was Phoenix Nights. Changed the name to Young Westin. Started getting into the slow melodic shit. You know what I mean? Because at that time, that was my type of vibe. Like, it's the only music I really listened to. So when I did that shit, you know, it was from the heart. And anybody who know me, and this is word on anything, you could go to any place I ever lived at, they know I made it known. I'm from Arizona, bro. Like, I remember just being in NY, they was bugging, like, bro, ain't nothing but cactus out there, bro. Like, what, y'all got a city? I'm like, bro, I'm from the city just like y'all. Like, you know what I mean? So I take it with me anywhere. Even when I was in Europe, you know, still had a D-back hat on, the whole shit. So they know where I'm from, man. I let it be known, straight up. It's very important for me, though.
Yeah, I feel that for sure.
You know what I mean? City shit always. Exactly.
Okay, and then to just end off the interview, Westin Radio.
Yeah.
Just it reminds me so much of OVO Sound Radio. Okay, but that's just my thing. But like, explain how it came about, what it's about, et cetera, et cetera.
Man, I'm so happy. If we're gonna close on this, I definitely want to touch up on it. So, for me right now, it started off just as a playlist, my type of shit again. So, fellas, you know, tap in with me, check the bio. You want to listen to some wavy shit with a shorty, or even if you smoking dolo, cruising in the whip, that's the vibes I got for you. Know what I mean? They playing in the bars right now. They playing at that, you know, little coffee shop. So it's my shit, man. And it turned from that into hopefully one day. Well, it's gonna be this year where I'm gonna scout my own guys and shit where I can, you know, bring them on as if it's like a record label type shit. But I also want it to be artist development company, because right now I am songwriting for a couple people. So it's just to sharpen up an artist, man, and then give them that platform too. If they new to music, it's like, look, we got outlets for recording, mixing, mastering, engineering, graphic designers, to videographers, you feel me? So it's all of that in one, to even event planning. You see my listening party and shit. I wanna be able to help out cats that don't really like, man, I don't really know where like spots where that'll be my job. You know what I mean? Tell me your budget, and you know what I mean. I'll work with budgets, and then we'll scheme it up right to the fucking drink, to the color of whatever you need it to be. You know what I mean? I'll make sure it's right. But that's it in a nutshell. You know what I'm saying? But Westin Radio, man, it's about to be something pretty major this year. I got my first event planned in my mind. I don't want to say it just yet, but it's gonna be coming in about 3 months, and it's going to be very big, bro. I'm speaking on it right now. Everyone that's even behind the camera, you know, they're going to be in the building for sure. All the AzWayTooActive, yeah, they're going to be out here. Y'all going to be out here going crazy, man. I'm going to need y'all there, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying like, oh, man, I'm big and mighty. Like, it's going to be, it's for everybody as a collective, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like it's going to be real beneficial for all of us.
For sure. And then Westin Radio, you can listen to it on what, Apple and Spotify?
Yeah, listen to both on Apple and Spotify for sure.
Okay. See, and that's it. So thank you to our special guest, Young Westin.
Yeah.
Do you have anything coming up recently, or anything in the works?
Yeah, no, it's still just campaigning Not a Saint. That's available right now on all music platforms. You know what I'm saying? Tap in with me, the Young Westin on all Twitter, Instagram, the whole shit. And you know, it's just to keep knocking out these visuals and get the show. I'm back in the city now, man. So I'm trying to plan this big show. So I need everybody from the city and the state to show out. What's up?
Yeah, there you go. So that's it.
Much love, LV. Appreciate you.
Of course.
Yeah. Wes.
I stuck to the plan, I busted the play and built me a brand. My niggas, they carrying some sticks like we gon' build us a can. My hand to the pad, the shit is a rap like an arm in a cast. Whoa, no limit, I spoke to existence, all of the